Good morning. How are you? It's been probably like 2 weeks, 3 weeks since I've done my last video. Um, a lot of stuff has changed in my life, and I'll get into that in the future. All for the better, obviously, but it's made things. My schedule has been upside down for about 3 weeks. Um, so I've been trying to make a video about different things, and I just keep getting interrupted, and time-wise, and things get in the way. Which is funny because that's something that I preach, that you should always make time. But the funny thing is, last night I was finally like so inspired that I decided that I really wanted to make a video to share with you. And it was about a wonderful evening. I was invited to go to an open mic where my daughter Katerina sang, and she sang beautifully. In fact, I mean, everything my daughter does makes me cry, but always good, of course. But this was, it was, like I said, I always go into the whole thing that sometimes your guides, your angels, whatever you want to call it, just kind of like shift you or move you into situations that you know that you're being spoken to directly, and you're learning a life lesson. And this was really about watching I don't know, 15, 16 acts basically share their story. Now, why I use those words, it's because it was an open mic, and it was interesting because it was a lot of different groups playing everything from the banjo, a very soulful banjo player. She was amazing. It's like, you ever hear those songs that just go into your soul? It's just, her voice was very, I don't want to use the word hollow as a negative thing, but it was just deep, but yet like just, it really goes into your soul. Just thinking about it now, it was a song, she sang a song called 900 Miles. Very emotional. But there was a few different songs that moved me through the evening, and everything from even poetry. There was some older gentlemen, and just so you know, the acts ranged from probably early 20s to late 60s, and every single band, singer, poetry reader really moves you, because if you think about it, they're sharing their spirit. They're sharing something deep inside of them. And probably like 3/4 of the way, I was finding myself wondering who I liked best. Because, whenever you leave these things, you know that you're out in the car and you're driving back home or wherever, and somebody will turn to you and be like, well, who is your favorite? And we tend to always pick, obviously, somebody. But for some reason, while I was sitting there, probably like I said, third of the way through, I was like, it's impossible to do that, because if you really think about it, they're sharing their stories, and each person is expressing their experiences, their life differently, and it was beautiful to experience. And I thank each and every one of them for taking the time on a Saturday evening to come out and share their experience. Some of them, you can tell, knew exactly what they were doing. They got their equipment ready, and they were ready to go, and they've done it before. Others were like, I haven't sung this song in 32 years, and I want to share it with you this evening. And a lot of it was very motivational. A lot of it was very moving. Some of it brought a tear to your eye. And actually, a lot of the older people were extremely funny, and they would throw in little jokes in their song, which, just were funny. And you don't expect it, because, they start out very soulfully or very passionate about their song, or folky. And then before you know it, you're laughing your ass off. But they were each sharing their story. Now, of course, this is where I come to you and I say to you, are you sharing your story? What is your story? Do you have a story? Here I am in Connecticut on this beautiful Sunday, not sunny, let's say just really rainy day. And it's a little chilly. It's not bad, but I'm alive. Once again, I just left the gym. Because of my schedule, I haven't been able to go to the gym for a few weeks, so I have to get back on track with that because I'm getting old, as you can see, and I feel stiff. So I feel so much better when I leave here. But my motivation for today, like I always say, even if I just motivate one of you, is just one, is what are you doing with your life? What's your story? Why don't you have a story? Because we all do. We all have a great story. And I'm not talking about a story about misery and sadness and being morbid and being depressed and those things, because I mean that's a part of life, and it sucks, because I know a lot of people that do suffer from depression, but I actually know a lot of people that suffer from depression who are making the best of it, because life is short. Life is short. Every day you turn on the news and you find out about a celebrity or somebody, or if some of you read the obituaries, every day somebody's dying. And it's funny because whenever I find that out, for some reason my thought is always, I hope they got to do what they wanted to do. So I hope they weren't cheated. And usually, spiritually, I do believe that, when your time comes, it's your time comes. But at the same time, I just wonder, like, I hope that person accomplished or really experienced their life, because you live until you die. And that is actually something that I heard somebody remark recently, and I thought about it, and I laughed, because I was like, you live until you die. Well, that's obvious, but the question is, do you live? Are you actually living until you die? Or are you just right now just laying there? Are you just sitting there hoping and planning but not doing anything, dreaming and wondering but not doing anything, thinking of things but not actually doing them? Life is short. And although I may not know all of you, I could pretty much imagine that all of you are wonderful, like truly. And I mean, at some point in my life, I hope I cross paths with all of you, because you're all wonderful. I'm wonderful. It's something that took me a long time to figure out, but when you have low self-esteem, or, I mean, again, we could go into the way my parents brought me up, and, I have insecurities, blah, blah, blah. We all do to a point, some more than others, but you learn to combat them. You learn to push them aside. You learn to deal with them. They may not go away, but you realize what's important in life. And what's important in life is to live. And every day you wake up, you have a choice. Every day. And as long as you can get up, basically you're not dead, you have a choice. And if you're going to spend today sitting there, just letting the day go by without sharing your story with the world, with others, with loved ones, you're robbing someone, and that's you. Because life is a gift, and you should go out there and share it. Show who you are. I like to always tell Melissa that we have superpowers, each one of us. Everybody has strengths and weaknesses. So what is your superpower? Because you have one. We all do. And you have to be willing to strengthen it, put your all into it, and then share it with others. Because that's when you hear, like right now as you're sitting there listening to me, watching me, there are people out there bettering themselves, working harder, sacrificing, like really busting their ass to strengthen their superpower, because they want to share their story. And this isn't about just like, oh, I want to bust my ass because I want more things. Things are great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with buying things, with collecting things. But when you die, people really don't give a crap about what you own. It's what you did, what you've done, what you've shared, what you've taught, who you've loved, how you've loved. And that's sharing who you are. All the celebrities, especially like in the past. I mean, celebrities are always dying, but it seems to me in the past few years we've lost a lot of people. And they'll never talk about how one of these famous people's, what kind of car they had when they passed. That car just disappears, gets sold for nothing. That house just, new people move in, new paint goes up, and their memories are replaced. But the ones that actually took the time and sacrifice to share a bit of themselves, not a lot, just a bit of themselves, with others, with friends, with family, those are the people you don't forget. Those are the people that did everything they could to move mountains while they were alive. And there's no reason why you can't. So think about it. Start with today if you haven't yet. Write things out. There's nothing wrong with that. Get a dry erase board. Go to Staples or one of your office stores or Walmart, actually, and get a dry erase board and put it up somewhere in your house and write your goals, write your dreams. And like I mentioned in one of my past videos, write your failures. Write the things you screwed up in 2018. A failure is a lesson. A failure is not something that should hold you down at all. In fact, a failure is something that should inspire you, because once you fail, you know that you have more to do in life. You have a different way to try something, because the saying, doing something over and over again and getting the same result is insanity, and it is true. So change it up. Change it up and try a different way of doing it. And if you fail, just keep trying, because again, it's just you should learn. Be open to it. See, that's the secret. Be open to figuring out why you failed. Don't keep creating the same thing, because basically you're being taught a lesson. And if you just keep doing it over and over and over, so get up, sit up, stand up, do something, because you're cheating your friends and family, your loved ones, which are all pretty much the same, but you never know, from knowing who you are. Go talk to them. Go have conversations. Go for a walk with your dog, and if you see somebody else, talk to them. Don't be afraid. Like, world is, I've noticed people are getting, nicer, depending, I guess, where you are. At least, I guess, if you give off positive energy, you will receive positive energy, and the negative will just stay away. And honestly, that works. That really works. Blows my mind every day, because I just keep smiling. And I wake up and I'll feel sore just like you, and I'll feel shitty just like you, and my back will hurt just like you, but I have a day ahead of me. And it's like, if I'm already going to wake up and just, this sucks, that sucks, my relationship sucks, my life sucks, my job sucks, and I do nothing about it, because the day goes by and I find myself now Monday morning, well, actually Tuesday morning, this sucks, that sucks, my life sucks, my relationship sucks, my house sucks. Following day, this sucks, it's like, that's insanity. That's total freaking insanity. The only thing holding you back is you. And you can't make excuses. Like, it's, gotta drop that shit. That's over. Like, I'm a failure because my mother did something, and it's like, you could only do that for so long. And it's like, and I'm sorry. I feel horrible for people in that situation, but we've all been there. And if you're gonna, keep that ball and chain tied to your leg constantly, holding you back, it's like, you do understand you're bound to fail. Like, there's actually, it's not even failure, it's because it's not even a lesson anymore. It's just, you're just not going to accomplish anything. You're not moving forward. You're not living. Living is learning. Every day. You get up, you fall, you get up again. You have tomorrow. Like I said, you have a daily choice. What is your daily choice? Make it today. What do you want to accomplish today? And if you don't make it, don't kill yourself. It's just, you didn't make it. Not a big deal. Don't be hard on yourself. That dry erase board, write it up there. Tried this today, didn't work out. I'll try something else. I'll try it differently. But keep trying. Keep learning. Because That's all you got. So live life until you die. Remember that. Think about that statement and ask yourself, are you? Are you living life until you die? So, I'm pretty much done talking. Hopefully I'll be back on schedule doing these because I enjoy them. I get a lot of replies, a lot of private messages from a lot of different people, which I wouldn't expect, which is pretty cool. And it inspires them. Like I said, if I inspire one person, why not? And maybe you should be doing this. There's nothing wrong with this. Get your little phone, set it up somewhere, and just make a schedule. And share your thoughts with others. It's a beautiful thing. Share your thoughts with me. I would love to see your video. Let me know. And let me know what you think about these. If I inspire you, let me know, because at least it shows that I'm again doing something. So remember to love you because I love me. And the only thing holding you back is you. So it's me versus me. It's always going to be me versus me. It's me holding me back. And I'm not going to let it. So don't let you hold you back. I hope you have a wonderful day. Many blessings to all of you. Be safe. And remember, live your life. Live your life to the fullest. Every day. Every day. There are people out there who can't. Okay? There are people out there really trying to and they can't for many different reasons. So if you can, get up right now. Get up and do something with your life. Don't just sit there and rot. Have a wonderful day, okay? Have a great week. I hope it's very challenging, and I hope at points it probably sucks. But that's what should motivate you to do better and want more, right? Take it easy. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.